What up, Long Beach? It's Tyler. Welcome back to your home for local sports. This More League Baseball video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company. City of Compton is where it takes place. Urban Youth Academy. Strap on your seatbelts. You've never been on a ride like this before. We start the second half of More League play with the undefeated top dog in the league, the Wilson Bruins, who've had to fight tooth and nail to get to that spot, taking on the Jordan Panthers. Thanks to construction on the north side, this is going to be their temporary home field, sending senior knuckleballer Tristan Martinez to the bump after an error to the leadoff batter. This Goldberg blooper is going to find no man's land and drop right in, and a walk to Jackson Foss is going to load the bases here in the first inning with just one out. So already crunch time, but Martinez goes to a little popcorn read, gets the pop out to the infield fly, and then a foul out to third base, popcorn second base, popcorn third base, and wham bam thank you ma'am, he's out of the first. But Chris Betts puts a huge charge into this one and is going to send that one to the wall a couple innings later, and all bets are off as Chris and his piano are making their way all the way to third. He slides in safely, and he's going to need a breather after that much running, but some help from your friends. Oh, Michael Hurtado at short. What a catch! As Foss thinks he has an RBI single, but laying out is the junior Hurtado. That's a heck of a play to save a run. An LB top 10 nominee for sure. Still got to get out of the inning. You hit the ball to the wrong kid. Hurtado's up with it, makes the strong throw, and the Panthers again strand a runner in a dangerous spot. On the Wilson side, senior Tyler Radcliffe gets the start. Didn't forget about him. He had food poisoning just a day ago, but was able to bounce back and cruise through the Panther order the first time through, really spotting his stuff and keeping the Panthers off balance. That's nasty right there. He was cruising here in the fourth inning, 2 outs, and a throwing error is going to put Mike Fitzgerald on at first. So a little rally going. Mickey Milanovic going to plop that one into left center field, well placed, and that brings up downtown Andy Brown with an RBI chance. He gets a fat pitch right down the heart of the plate. He's going to send it through the Tony Gwynn hole in the left field. Here comes Fitzgerald to slide in with the game's first run, and the Bruins take a 1-0 lead. What can Brown do for you? He can deliver that key first run. Martinez gets the K looking as he spots with the two-seamer to end the jam with just the one run. Michael Hurtado starts a 2-out rally for the Panthers as he finds a hole on the right side. Then with this wild pitch, he gets into scoring position for senior Chris Kinn, who has a chance to tie things up, and that's exactly what he does. Uses the handle, gets it over Maroney at second. Here comes Hurtado, waving him all the way. He slides in safely, and we are all locked up at ones. And Jordan's number one is fired up about it here in the bottom of the fourth inning, but Radcliffe, unfazed, he would be dominant from there as he starts the K parade. More on him later, but yeah, he'd start to cruise. Martinez in trouble in the sixth inning. Fitzgerald gonna bloop this one to left. That drops in right in front of Kinn after a sac bunt. Runners on at second and third with 1 out. Brown chops it. Don't hit it to Hurtado. How many times have we talked about this? He throws home. Great tag from Tinoco at the plate. We'll look at the replay. He comes up firing. You can see a nice attempt to get around the tag there by A.J. Dean, but a great job to put it on the pit. And Hurtado again saving a run for his team in that inning. That's big time. But Radcliffe, I mean, unfazed. He was just dealing in every aspect. A lifetime best 15 Ks for Radcliffe. Only gave up 1 hit outside of that fourth inning in which he surrendered 3. And he got 15 Ks. 7 of them were looking. He was just hitting the corners. His pitches were working. And it sends us to extra innings. Tied at 1 in the top of the 8th. Mark Maroney reached on an infield single to lead off. Then Dean gonna plunk that one down into right field. That's going to set up runners at second and third with nobody out here in the 8th. Remember, we're still tied at 1, so Wilson looking to take the lead back. Mike Fitzgerald coming up, and you know what they say, if the shoe fits, Fitzgerald. He plops it into the same spot out in right center. That will bring home the run as Maroney scores very easily. Dean, look at me. Smile. Yeah, they're back in front after an RBI ground out. Goldberg gonna put that one again to right center field, wearing out that terrain. In comes Milanovic and the Bruins. Those 4 runs that they got in that 8th inning are going to be more than enough for Radcliffe on the mound. He comes out for the 8th inning, does work around a single, but he also strikes out the side to put the capper on his 15 strikeout night. Goes those 8 innings, allows just the 4 hits and the 1 run, no walks, throwing well under 100 pitches. Michael Hurtado and the Panthers did a great job to make this thing close, but again, the Wilson Bruins have yet to be beaten here in this Moore League baseball season. It's been a fun ride, and I think everyone needs spring break right now, but for the rest of the Moore League baseball coverage after break, you got to keep it locked right here, because it's going to be a fun ride, and it's only going to be at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. We are Long Beach Sports.